On the ocean bottom off the islands of Greece lie many ancient treasures, statues and other works of art lost in the shipwrecks of antiquity. I was searching the area for the Greek government, but I was unaware that my presence underwater was of great interest to a couple of people on the surface.
Do you see him?
I see his air bubbles. Ah, he's coming this way. All right. He's begging for it.
Will it kill him?
If he's lucky, no. I set the booby traps far apart.
He must be dead.
Americans are stupid but lucky. I'll see.
I was brought aboard ship by the man who tried to kill me, but I didn't know that. I still say that you saved my life. Thanks a lot, for fishing me out.
Oh, it was nothing. But, searching for ancient statues, why did the government send you into these waters?
Well, they turned over a whole trunk full of old maps to me. And all the maps led to the same spot, right down there where you took me out.
They should have warned you about the Nazi occupation here during the war.
Oh, why?
But that is the cause of the explosions. The Nazis dumped many mines into these waters.
It would be better for you not to look for antiquities here. I could show you other places.
Well, that's very nice of you, thanks, but, all the maps say search here, so I better exhaust that possibility first, don't you think?
But you'll be killed here, don't you understand? You almost were killed.
Well, during the war, that was one of my jobs. Clearing underwater mines, so I guess there's no problem. Yeah, so, now that I know what I'm up against, all I have to do is clear the area first before I start searching for the statuary.
Do you think you will feel well enough? I could take you to a doctor.
Well, I'm okay now, thanks. You mind putting me ashore, please?
So he's going to continue his search. I told you, Americans are weak in the head.
They have very strong bodies. What will you do with the pieces of statue he'll find?
I'll move them. Am I going to leave a fortune for him? I already have a customer, an offer of 50,000 American dollars.
If they're so stupid, how do they become so rich? And good looking.
Tomorrow you stay close to him, huh?
I will like that.
Having made sure that the fragments of the Hermes were intact, Elias saw to it that no one would get to them before he moved them.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, hi, Falana.
What are you doing?
I'm fixing up a homemade mine detector.
Oh.
I finally managed to round up enough electrical equipment from the village to do the job. I got some weatherproof batteries.
Your ears, do they still hurt?
Okay, and got some magnets.
Sometimes they bleed.
Yeah, well, they're not bleeding. I also rigged up a clicker so I could hear it. Here.
And your eyes. The little blood vessels burst sometime. Yours are very clear. You were very healthy.
Well, thanks for the diagnosis.
Did you know there's a dance Saturday? Did you know there's a dance in the village Saturday?
No, I didn't know that.
Would you like to go with me?
Well, that'd be very nice, but what about your boyfriend?
I have no boyfriend.
The fellow who saved my life. Isn't he your boyfriend?
Elias? No.
Well, that changes the picture of things. Okay, we got a date. Tomorrow night. When is it, Saturday night?
Good. And this afternoon I will go diving with you.
Oh, no. There are too many mines around.
I'm not afraid of them with you.
The answer is no.
I'm an expert diver.
No.
Yes.
Falana was a very persuasive girl. She was also very interested in the workings of my homemade mine detector. I probed carefully. Then I hit something. Falana panicked when she saw it, but I caught her, held her still. Sometimes the pressure of disturbed water can set off one of these things.
I have never seen that done. It was so dangerous. You're wonderful.
Let's save that for the dance, huh? Now, why'd you bring your friend Elias along?
I told you he's not a friend of mine. I like you.
Oh, he's a friend of mine. Saved my life. He also told me about these Nazi mines. Would you say he was a friend of mine?
Yes, but
Let's get back to the village, huh? It wasn't a Nazi mine. It was made in Great Britain not more than 2 years ago. What was Elias's game in telling me that story about Nazi mines? And what was behind Falana's persuasive charm? decided that I'd better keep an eye on my so-called friends. I found what seemed a secluded spot from which to observe them. Elias prepared to haul up the fragments of the statue. Apparently, Falana had developed a sudden respect for human life. She was worried about the mine which Elias had planted. But Elias showed her that so long as the pin was in place, the mine was harmless. It worked just like a small grenade. He had removed the line which might set it off.
We haul the net 20 feet off the bottom and tow it away.
But why leave the statue in the water? Why not take it offshore?
Because my customer is not here yet. With the $50,000. We have a good time, eh, Filana? Huh? What the devil's that? The windshield of a Jeep.
The Americans?
He suspects something.
Let him.
He'll follow us. No. I have a better idea. We make him a partner.
Yes.
You like that, huh?
Yes.
Remember, the money is all he shares with me. Come on. We row ashore.
It was plain that they had somehow spotted me, but I couldn't move my car. There was nothing to do now but show myself and make some kind of an explanation of why I was here.
Hello, Mike. I didn't expect to see you so soon.
No, I didn't expect to see you either. I figured I would...
Tell him, Elias.
You tell him.
Mike, it is about the statues you are looking for. I told you there are better places to search, didn't I? Pig. Double-crossing pig. You said he would share with us.
Him? Why should he?
You killed him.
He'll come to in a couple of hours. After I get to Hermes where he's safe.
But you promised.
Listen, you. Ever since you saw him, you wanted to get your hands on him.
And why not? Do you own me?
We share the Hermes money.
Again, promises. He's 10 times the man you are. All right, I'll stay with him.
Oh, no. You get him later, after I hide the Hermes. And I find somebody else to spend the money on.
Elias, I'm sorry. He's nothing to me.
Oh, no. Come on.
As he reached for his knife, he noticed that he had snagged a line. A line that might be one which he himself had rigged. A line to a booby trap. But he had the presence of mind to hold still. One tug on that line might trigger an explosion. Meantime, I had recovered consciousness. Their empty boat told me that they were again underwater. I decided to investigate. I saw and heard the explosion as I hurried toward the water. Now it was more urgent than ever that I find out what was going on underneath.
Mike, another explosion. Another of mine, Elias, is gone. He tried to kill me just like he tried to kill you.
Yeah. Well, you had a hold of my arm.
Oh, I didn't know he was going to. I swear it. He wanted to kill me, too, but I swam away. Then there was an explosion.
Make it out, see if I can find him.
Oh, it's no use.
Why?
He drifted away with the current.
Why did he hit me?
I will tell you the truth.
That's what I want to hear.
Elias found a statue of great value. Fragments of a Hermes for which he was promised $50,000.
Where is it? The statue, I mean.
Hidden.
Where? Are you going to tell me?
Mike, do you know what Philana means in Greek? It means loving. With a statue, we could do many wonderful things together after it is sold.
It's government property.
Who would know?
I would know.
But it's a fortune for us.
Sorry, no deal.
Even though I would help you enjoy the money?
Even though you'd help me enjoy the money.
Why not?
Because I prefer to make my money honestly. You're going to show me where that statue is, you hear?
All right. Part of it is underneath the boat. The rest is in a cave.
told the truth. 20 feet under the keel was a net full of statuary. And there was the cave, where additional fragments were hidden. I went inside to look them over. I hadn't found anything in the cave. I swam out looking for Falana.
Mike, please let me explain.
10 pounds of dynamite in my face is enough explanation. Get aboard.
But murder and theft of valuable antiquities do need explanation. And Falana had a lot of explaining to do to the police.
Hello there. I'm Lloyd Bridges. Skin diving is fun and adventure for young and old, but it can be dangerous. So know the sport well and don't take any chances. Be with you next week for another exciting sea hunt.
Lake Benning is located in one of the great valleys in the western region of the United States. I was on its southern shore at a ballistic missile test center. My assignment was to train a crew of frogmen to recover nose cones underwater as quickly as possible.
Missile on course. Point of impact 7 miles. 220 degrees. Go, man, go.
Working against time was difficult, but we realized its importance. We didn't know that we'd soon be trying to recover something quite different in the same lake. Something even more important and deadly. At 10 o'clock that morning, on the other side of the lake, a 40-foot cruiser approached the dock that served the government research installation. It was traveling slowly for a reason. This was the reason.
I'm Bentham. Captain Stevens, security officer. May I see your clearance papers, please?
I've already been cleared by your Los Angeles office.
I know, but we have to verify it again. It's a classified project.
I'm here to see Dr. Schiller.
Yes, I know. He's on his way.
I'm sure you'll find those papers all in order. Max!
Hello, John.
Good to see you.
It's been over a year. You're looking fine.
And you look overworked.
No need checking those, Captain. He knows almost all we know. How long did we work together? 5 years?
Come on aboard, Max.
All in good order, sir. And good fishing.
Thank you.
You know, I can't remember the last time I spent a whole day fishing.
Well, it's your own fault, Max. I always told you. Relax. Live a little.
The boat pulled out and dropped anchor a half-mile offshore.
Max, you're being foolish working yourself to death for the government.
I don't think so.
Put my system together with your process and we could make millions.
What would I do with millions? Buy more research equipment? Hire more scientists to help me? I already have this.
But what you create belongs to the government.
Is that bad?
Max, you and I could have the missile industry in the palm of our hands.
John, after 5 years, I would think you would know me better than that. I will never leave government service.
But the rewards are so poor.
I'm happy. I'm content. And when you see what I've brought, maybe you will agree to come in with me and bring your system with you.
Give my system to the government?
They will pay you generously.
It improves your old process?
Vastly.
It'll work with my system?
It will?
Can I see it?
Yes. I brought it to convince you that your life's work belongs here. There's a summary page on top. If you agree to come in with me, I'll let you see the rest of it. You will end up working for science, too.
Quick, get it! I'll get it!
Did you get it?
No! I'll try again! I couldn't find it!
Hello, Project Tempra. Hello, come in, Tempra. Tempra, come in.
Dr. Schiller?
Yes, it is.
Okay, Mr. Nelson.
All right, fellas, let's hit it.
We searched for the briefcase systematically, just as we had hunted nose cones. The water was very clear. We didn't find anything. Then I spotted something. It was a noose of some kind hanging from the hull.
Sorry, Dr. Schiller. Nothing down there.
But it must be there.
Nope. Briefcase is pretty large, you know. If it was down there, we'd have found it.
But this is where it fell over. We haven't moved from this spot.
Might have been swept away. Did you notice any current down there, Mr. Nelson?
No. But I did notice something else.
What?
Well, when I was in the Navy, we used to tow fellas underwater sometimes.
What are you getting at?
There's a line attached to your bow. It's underwater.
A line? What do you mean, a line?
A line that might have towed a diver that was hidden beneath your boat.
A man I towed here, I suppose. Max, what kind of fools are these men you're working with?
Wait a minute. I didn't say you had anything to do with it.
Dr. Schiller, how old do you know Mr. Bentham?
Well, we worked together at the university. That was some years ago. I know him as a colleague.
I mean, personally, how well do you know him?
I know. John, what is the line doing there?
You're all insane, every one of you!
We're wasting time. If there were a diver down there, he's getting away.
Sergeant, take this boat and crew back to the base.
I refuse.
And hold that man.
I insist on my rights. You have no authority for doing this, Captain.
Mike, we've got to get that diver. How do we go about it?
Just like recovering nose cones. All my men are ready.
Let's go.
Okay.
There wasn't any doubt that the portfolio had been taken by a scuba diver. And there was only one way for him to escape from the lake. The whole shore behind us was occupied by Project Tempera and was under guard. He had to go across the lake. It was a long haul.
Island over there. Be a good place for him to stop.
Yeah. Couldn't have gotten ahead of us, could he? Already on that island or past it?
No, I don't think so. Even if he'd have picked up the portfolio the moment it went overboard, he wouldn't have reached the island yet. Well, he's got to be back there someplace. Coming this way. Cut across his path, huh? Okay. Come on, let's go, Thomas.
A diver has no sense of direction underwater. We have to rely completely on our compasses. We deployed ourselves underwater and took concealed positions in the thick grass of the lake. While we waited below, the captain was watching the surface for telltale bubbles. Our line of interception lay across the most likely path of the thief. What we didn't expect was that the tall grass had already provided cover for him as well as for us. While we were waiting in ambush, he was watching our every move. He made a quick and bold decision to knock us off one by one. He came up behind Court. A desperate struggle went on 20 feet behind us, but we weren't aware of it. We were intently watching ahead. Court was in trouble. We had to bring him to the surface fast.
No more diving from today. Did you see anything? Any bubbles?
Not a sign.
He's probably reached that island by now.
Why don't we just go ashore and take him when he shows up?
No, I'm afraid if he sees us, we'll scare him off. He won't go ashore. Let's go around the other side of the island, huh? We'll get him when he comes out of the water again.
Right.
Take her around the other side, huh? Okay. See if you can find a shelter. Okay. So he won't see us.
Meanwhile, the thief had a chance to reach the island. We circled the island, but we didn't see him. This was a lot tougher than finding nose cones. They don't move and they don't fight back.
There! Bubbles, you see him?
Yeah. Well, you're moving fast. fast for him to be swimming. You must have a schooner. Get over there fast, huh, Skipper? See his trail?
We'll nab him when he surfaces.
Now, we might lose him. You better take him now. Court, you're bracket. You take one side, I'll take the other. Let us know we're right on top of him, huh?
Right. Go!
He fought like an enraged bull. He was fighting for his life. But a judo hold on his neck did the trick.
Come on, you got your breath now. Who you working for? You were brought to the base underwater on that troll line, weren't you? Weren't you?
You know the penalty for espionage, don't you?
Espionage? I didn't know what was in that briefcase. Bentham's the man you want.
Let's go collect Bentham. Come on, go. Get him down. Go ahead, Skipper, huh? Hi, I'm Lloyd Bridges, inviting you to join us for another action-packed story of underwater adventure 1 week from today.
I was on board the Olympic with George Bryan, a young geology professor who had located what he believed to be a rich vein of uranium in an underwater cave. He had been working on the project for many months and now needed professional help. His wife, Susie, had helped him in the original exploration, but he didn't want to take any more risks with her. Deep sea caves are tricky business and strictly not for amateur divers. Also on board was Bryan's skipper, a likable old sea dog that everybody called Pop.
Good luck, boys. I'll have a nice hot meal ready for you when you come up.
Good luck to you, Pop.
Equipped with water-tested Geiger counters, we took off to recheck and resurvey the potential uranium field. As we approached the area of the cave, we activated our Geiger counters. We immediately picked up a faint signal, which kept getting stronger as we proceeded. This was good news. The strong signals were leading us straight to Bryan's uranium find. There she was, the cave, like a big, craggy jaw, waiting to snap at anything that came along. Our Geigers were now chattering like a couple of magpies. Bryan was right. This was a real hot cave that he'd found. Bryan was eager and excited and headed straight for the opening. As he did, I felt a slight jar and heard a low, distant rumble. Suddenly, loose rocks and shale started cascading down the mouth of the cave. Then there was a sharp report, a loud roar. A swirl of muddy water and a violent turbulence sent me spinning. Tons of debris and rocks crashed down at the cave's entrance. We had been hit by the brute force of an underwater landslide. The force of the underwater landslide gradually slacked off, and I looked for Bryan. He had disappeared. He could only be in one place. The turbulence had swept him into the cave. The cave was completely blocked and sealed by a huge rock. In a sort of foolish desperation, I tugged at the rock. No use. It was like trying to budge Gibraltar. I saw Bryan in an eerie sort of half-light, lying there helpless, trapped. I flashed my light at him, hoping to get some sort of recognition. Finally, he signaled back, but it was obvious that he was pinned down, his legs buried under heavy rocks, one arm useless. There was just one ray of hope. His breathing gear appeared to be okay. I was doing him no good down there, so I headed for the surface. Bryan knew the situation that he was in, poor devil. In less than an hour, Susie would no longer be his wife. She'd be his widow. He had less than 46 minutes of air left.
You got any big hooks aboard?
Nothing like that, Mike. Only the heavy anchors. I've been frying up the calicos.
What about a ship-to-shore radio?
Well, sure, we have everything. Electricity, fancy plumbing. They like the old days, Mike.
Where is that radio?
Up forward in the wheelhouse.
That pier's about 6 miles away, isn't it?
Yeah, about that.
What frequency is the pier radio on?
We're already on it.
Olympic 542, calling the pier. Come on pier. Olympic 542, calling the pier. Come on in, pier.
What's happened? Where's Brian?
He's in trouble. Underwater landslide. Olympic 542, calling the pier. Come on in, pier. Come on in, pier.
Is he hurt?
I wish it were only that. He's trapped.
542. This is the pier. Come in, Olympic 542.
This is Nelson. Mike Nelson. I'm on board the Olympic. Brian's boat. B for boy, R-Y-A-N. Brian. Now listen to me.
I didn't have time to do much explaining. I talked fast and convinced the pier manager that all-out speed was vital. I told him to beg, borrow, or steal a couple of big hooks, and to get them to me right now. I briefed him quickly about Brian and hoped that I'd made him realize how desperate the situation was.
This is very important. You get him over here as fast as you can.
It's that bad, huh, Mike?
It's real bad, Pop.
Can I help?
Yeah, sure. Plenty. As soon as that boat gets here, we better clear the decks so we'll get ready to move fast, huh?
We'll make it, son.
We better. Gotta be here by now.
He'll be here any minute, son.
You know what to do now, as soon as it comes alongside.
Right. There she is now.
Yeah, that's them, all right. All right, now listen, Pop. When I find that cave, I'll send up one of these flares. In the split second you see it, come on over and drop those hooks, huh?
Right.
But give me plenty of slack now, remember?
Plenty of slack.
Okay. When I send up the other flare, I want a strong, steady pull.
Strong, steady.
Don't yank it too hard, huh? Slow pull.
Right.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
The man at the pier had done a fine job. Only 14 minutes had elapsed since I had radioed him. When I saw the girl, I knew immediately that it was Brian's wife. She knew that her husband was in grave trouble. She was already in her diving gear.
You got another one like that? Yeah, Mike. You go with Pop, huh? Okay. You Mrs. Bryan? Yeah, that's her. I'm Mike Nelson.
He's in that cave, isn't he?
Yeah. It was an underwater landslide.
How much air has he got left? I want the truth.
About 30 minutes.
Does he have a chance?
If we hurry. How you doing with those hooks, Pop?
Coming along.
I'm going with you.
No. You gotta do this alone. Take less
Mr.
time.
Nelson, I'm going with you.
All right. Here. Maybe you can't help it then. Get your light, huh? Let's go.
Stand by, boys. I'm going to take the wheel.
I really didn't want Susie down there with me. I had to move fast and surely, and I felt that I could do it better alone. But I just couldn't refuse her. It could have been her last chance to see her husband alive. At the cave, the slide had quieted down completely. The water, fortunately, was clear and calm. Brian appeared to be weakening, but at least he was alive and conscious. It was impossible to get a firm bite on the rock. Where it didn't crumble, it was slippery, and there wasn't time enough to drill into it. We finally managed to get a mild hole in the rock. I sent up the flare. I guess Susie sent up a prayer.
Stand by!
When the hooks broke loose, I knew that it nearly broke Susie's heart. It was rough. There were the two of them, no more than 20 feet apart. It might as well have been 20 miles. I understood her feelings as she tried to force her way through the impossibly small opening to get to her husband. I just had to be rough with her. Before I could calm her down, she had fouled up her air intake. We had to share mine.
There for a bit. What happened?
The tank got caught down there. Wrecked her air hose. She'll be all right.
What about Brian?
Oh, those hooks will never grab that rock. That gear mine, where'd you stow it?
In the forward forecastle.
What are we gonna do? We gotta get him out of there. We just gotta. He'll die. Oh, he'll die. Oh,
Take it easy, Susie. Take it easy. Dynamite?
Yeah. I brought it along in case I do some blasting in the cave.
You want to try to tear the rock loose?
That's right.
Kind of risky, ain't it?
Gotta set the charges in just the right place so the rock will absorb most of the concussion.
It's an awful responsibility, ain't it, son?
You got any other suggestion? We can't just sit here while that man's life ticks away down there, can we?
No other way?
I can't think of any other way. Brian's pinned. He can't help me put that line around the rock.
We had a problem like this in the Seabees once. We figured it out with some small animals.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, with gophers.
Gophers, what do you mean?
Well, we had to put some heavy cable through long lengths of small pipe.
Yeah?
Yeah. We just tied light lines onto the gophers and sent them through.
It's a real crazy idea, but it's better than dynamiting. Pop, cut me off about 12 feet of that fishing line of yours, huh? Come on, quick, quick. Hurry up, Pop. Yeah, hold on. Give me the line. Hold him tight now.
I got him. Easy, son, easy.
That's got it. Try to take my spear gun, Pop.
Right.
That's the same deal as before. When you see the flare, you pull.
Okay.
What's he doing now, Pop? Is there still a chance?
As long as you keep trying, there's always a chance, Susie. And he's trying. He's always trying.
If Pop could use a small animal to carry a light line through a small pipe, maybe I could do the same thing with a little fish. If only I could use the fish as a messenger to bring a small line around that rock. Then I'd have a way to haul a heavy line through. And I'd have a fighting chance to move the rock. I signaled to Brian, hoping that he was still alive. He still was. We still had a chance. A bleak one, but a chance. I tied the heavy line to the light one. From past experience, I knew that some fish are attracted by light. And I wanted to attract this one my way real bad. I had to get that line. He came nearer. I reached out to grab him, but he was too fast for me. There was only one way left. I had to spear him. The first shot had to be it. Time was short and Brian was getting weaker. I took dead aim.
There's the flare.
Good boy, Mike!
Good for you, Mike.
I got him!
Oh, Poppy! His legs will be all right, won't they, Mike?
Oh, sure. That one leg of his might give him a little trouble, but he can take it. Pretty durable character, that husband of yours.
As soon as I'm up and about, I'm going to call you again, Mike. That uranium is still there.
Hey, see what I mean?
I don't think I'll ever eat another fish as long as I live. Maybe the one that saved my life.
The fish that saved your life is Mike Nelson.
You're passing out awards, Susie. Pop here's the one that should get it. A pride of the Navy.
I wasn't in the Navy. I was in the Seabees, the best construction outfit in the whole service. Right, son?
Right, Buck. I'll be back next week at the same time with another sea hunt story. Plan to be with us again, huh?